Right, okay. For those of you that were on the previous stream, I do apologize. It's out of my control when the powers that be decide to switch electricity off for 3 seconds and then just switch it back on, so it's long enough to trip everything out. I'm back. I'm going to try again, and I'm going to try not to be too angry, and I do apologize for the last time now. I'm just starting over. Nothing I can do. Just one of those things. Just one of those things. So you guys just have to bear with me a little bit because I literally have to start over now.
All good, Nico.
Okay.
No worries. I'm looking anyway.
Okay.
But Nico, if you start from Brussels or something, you're going to catch up.
No, it's fine. I don't have to catch up. I'm going to do the same flight. Because I've got like a little mini tour that I created for myself, Christus. I mean, I have to do the flight in the order. Otherwise, I'm cheating myself.
Okay, just a suggestion.
No, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thanks, Scotsman. Makes me feel a little better. Man, it makes me so angry. It really, really makes me so angry. For the life of me, I cannot understand why anybody with a sound mind would trip somebody's power or the grid's power, because this is the grid, you know. Why would you trip the grid for 3 seconds? Just for fun, you know. Oh, these people are having fun on the electrical systems. Let's just switch it off. We put it back on. Yay! Screw them. I don't know. I'd love to be there. I'd love to be a fly on the wall to know what goes on in these idiots' minds.
We have a word for that here in the Netherlands. It's called kuttekoppen.
Yeah, I've got a couple of words for it too, but if I use those words, I would be dragged in front of the court and equality courts and human, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. You know, they'll drag me to Den Haag if I have to say what I think, for real. I'll go sit in the dock. Crimes against humanity.
Yeah.
Hello, Giovanni. Good morning. Long time. Exactly, Scotsman. They just don't care. Anyway, ranted enough now. Let's stick to what we do best and go fly again. What I'm also going to do, just to save time, is I'm not going to fly in the ATC area. I'll just wait until I'm out of the radar just to get going quickly.
Just wait for them.
Yeah, I saw world flight stories come up on my Facebook again, but I didn't pay attention, Giovanni.
One dead, other dead. Yeah, jump.
I'm going to spawn right there on that runway. Let's do it this way. Start with engines running as well. Ooh, wow, that sounds nice. Full cockpit. Very nice, very nice.
You know the names of the guys.
Right, so we've got that back. I need to restart my ACARs, obviously, when we get in the aircraft.
That's why they're decent. Being out from chat.
Well, I see you guys are making some progress at least.
Oh yes, I am. I'm about to cross the channel.
Ready for before taxi procedure.
Man, my switches on my Bravo was set incorrectly, so it killed the engines.
Ready for before taxi procedure.
That should do it. Yeah, I hope you feel better soon, Steve. Sure. That's not fun.
Please prepare CDU.
Nico,
Yes, sir.
when I look on your screen, on your stream, I'm sorry, then Krista is still on the opposite side of the parking.
Which stream? I think you've got the wrong stream. Close that stream, go to the new stream. I'm making a new stream. That's the replay that you're looking at.
Okay, sorry.
No problem.
Hello Captain. Nice to see you again. Please remember to start the ACARs. Flaps 5 set.
before takeoff procedure. Here we go. I don't think she's gonna do it.
Before takeoff procedure.
Yeah, like two, three.
Before takeoff procedure complete. Ready for before takeoff checklist.
And the normal.
For the teardrop approach over there. Okay, that was done earlier. Gear 55.3, that is correct. So we're going to use 2 for reserves. 20, 300.
Good morning.
Good morning, Uncle John.
Good morning.
Sounds like you had a good night.
I did. I've just got out of bed.
Excellent, excellent. Well, I've already crashed out of one stream. This is my second stream we're on now. So, I had fun already.
Don't forget, I want to show you something later.
Of course.
Trim up.
This is a little carrot. How can you go from 25 frames to 43 in a split second?
Okay. Buy a bigger CPU.
No.
I know.
Same PC. 25 to 43 every time.
Okay.
Almost W FPS.
Excellent, excellent.
Yeah, but there's an anomaly there that shouldn't be.
Of course. Right, okay, flap set, everything is set. Beacon is not on. There we go.
ACAR set.
Let's check. I know I started it. Yes, sir, that's done. Well, if there's a config on... Good morning, William. If there's a config on, we will attend to it later, but it doesn't look as if there's any problem. So, let me get my feet on my rudders and get going. Toga.
Stabilized. Takeoff thrust set.
This bouncy runway and this oversensitive pedals again is killing me. I tell you, I just touch it. It's crazy. I need to recalibrate them.
V1. Rotate.
Watch it launches me. Whoop, there we go. What a
Positive
bounce. Gear up.
No passengers are headbanging.
They were supposed to have their seatbelts on, so that's on them, eh? There we go. We're up. And we're going.
Acceleration altitude good.
Let's take a couple of shortcuts here. See what we can do.
Approaching transition.
Hello, Tommy. Yeah, electricity. I don't know, man. Somebody
Transition altitude.
somewhere just flicked the switch and put it back on. It was like 3 seconds. That's all it took. It brought everything down. Would help if we have LNAV, VNAV on, right?
Glad it's just not me.
Yeah, Tommy, I had the choice, you know, give up or try again, and I had to think about it for a minute, and I almost didn't come back, but you know what? I just thought, stick it, man. I'm coming back. We're gonna fly.
Flaps up and set.
Yeah, we are going to fly. That's why we are here.
Exactly. It's supposed to be the same airframe here. I don't know of any changes. Remember, it's the default laminar one, so I don't know if they made any changes. I'm not aware of any. See, the interesting thing is, this morning I saw Josh made a comment
Flight level
here
100.
on
Landing
Discord as
lights
well as
switches
in
off.
Facebook that and I never checked it. When I land, if I can remember, I'll check it. It's like the shock absorbers are new or something in X-Plane 12. The aircraft sits a bit higher, you know. It's still a bit stiff. We need to land it a few more times to get it to settle. Morning, Raul. Robert, okay, cool. Hello, Robert. I'll try and remember, can't guarantee. Yeah. Once everything is settled, I think Zibo will be more keen to actually go fix something, but there's no point in him chasing his tail the whole time. Do this, then laminar does that, then he does this, then they do that.
No, actually, it's much better to wait what's coming in the laminar, because there are too many issues to have to be fixed before.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I've been experiencing some issues with the Zibo mode, but not that devastating or something. But there is some issues. There is. But then again, it's all up to laminar also.
Yep. Yeah, I see the same thing, Neil, but the weather in X-Plane 12 was something that was, a big story was made of it. Okay, a big hoo-ha was made of it. And I expected a little bit more, but I mean, it's in development, so that's good enough for me. I'll just wait it out, play the game.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I see it's still part of the what's the word, roadmap to fix the clouds even better, so they still need to figure out the flickering and to get this whole disco flickering thing out the cockpits and stuff, but it's getting there. Now, I've said it many times, look what happened with Microsoft when they first released. It's taken them 2 years to get to where they are now. People have got very short memories, and it takes a jolt, a nudge to remind them. It's taken 2 years to get there. Now, wait 2 years, let's see what happens with this one. This is going to be a game changer for us. I mean, everything that's being put in place now is the foundation for something nice.
Absolutely. No question about it. For instance, yesterday I was trying out live traffic, the X-Plane 12 variant, and I was so stunned. I must say, I was so stunned. It's working really, really excellent.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm thinking, what kind of level is this compared to 2 years ago?
Morning all.
Come on.
Hello,
It's
hello.
simply stunned.
It is, exactly. Anthony, sorry for the spelling mistake, but we all had a good laugh there.
Yeah, all good. What happened to you? I see you're doing the second attempt now.
Yeah, the power failure.
I am so glad my mic was muted because I spoke to you in Afrikaans and I was obviously not supposed to say what I said. Dummy at the power station, at the electrical substation, power station, wherever. Put it off for 3 seconds, just off, back on again, just long enough to kill everything in the house.
Toch. We're not load shedding now, are we?
No. That's why I didn't go on solar, I'm on solar now. Even though the power is on, it's back on. Just went on to solar. I can't be bothered with these idiots.
Oh, I just got an update. It's supposed to be off from 10 o'clock to 12 past 12. Well, that didn't happen. Holding thumbs.
I always think to myself, somewhere there's somebody that gets paid to press a button. He's got one job on earth, off, and then an hour and a half or 2 hours and a half, he switches it back on, and he can't even do that. I don't know where some of these people come from, I swear. If you can't even do that.
We really don't know, Nico. And here where I live, we sometimes get so-called flashovers, you know? We have big power lines in the air. And sometimes when the moist in the weather and high static electricity in the weather, we get flashovers. Sometimes. So it happens. So the whole house is going blackout. So
yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah,
it's
welcome to our world.
We've been living with this nonsense since 2008. Yeah, Robert, I swear, I don't know. I mean, I don't want to get into that kind of stuff really, but you know, because it's just going to annoy me, but I don't know. It's not going to be good for my channel and for Skymatix brand if I start telling you certain things and we start getting into discussions like this, because
no, please, Nico, don't.
We're not going to do that.
By the way, if you get too much oscillation on your N1 on your flight level, then I have to put up my speed intervention and set for Mach 0.8 because of the variable winds.
Christer, I don't want to change too many things from default in brackets because Zibo watches the videos, okay, and he uses that to determine, you know, fixes and changes and things like that. So I don't want to go and intervene and then, you know, we lose the track because he's obviously expecting certain things to happen based upon certain parameters that's happening. You know, so
yeah, I understand, but I can see on your stream you are very stable.
It's moving a little bit now that you mention it, you see, but it's okay. It's not as bad as yesterday. Yesterday was terrible.
Yeah, I'm terrible here. It's going back and forth all the time.
Do any of you guys use Antonio's NOAA enhanced weather plugin with X-Plane 12?
Yes, I do.
I'm here in his GitHub right now. I'm busy downloading it. I sent him a message just now because I couldn't find the installation instructions and stuff, and then I started clicking around, so I found it. Once I land, what I'll do is I'm going to install it. If you don't mind, Kies, maybe helping me through it, and let's see if that fixes the problem with the turbulence as well, because then we can recommend this to the guys to tell them to just set the stupid turbulence a bit lower, you know. I haven't seen it. I don't know if you can.
I really need that. If it's like that, I
Yeah.
really need it.
In the original NOAA plugin, there was a slider, and I know I always brought my turbulence down to 50%, at least 50% of the normal explained weather turbulence, and it made a huge difference. The other flip side of this plugin is if you go to your AviTab plugin inside the EFB here and you go to your airports, you can actually get the METAR in here now. As far as I know, I think that was mentioned somewhere in Discord. Antonio said he's made the METAR available. So if it's not in there, it's somewhere else. But yes, where is that correct? Can I remember correctly, or did I make a mistake now?
I still have the turbulence, and in what he made, you cannot change any settings. He
Is
just
it?
uses the NOAA weather.
Because I mean the original NOAA weather plugin had that slider. Okay, we'll install it. I'll have a go when I land. Let's see what it does, you know. Maybe once some of the guys here on stream can find benefit with it as well, because it'll be cool.
What I also tried is to go in XP realistic and set off the turbulence things there.
Yeah, but
Good point.
my value in XP realistic in the turbulence is very low anyway. So it is a factor, but not such a big one. It really still comes down to this turbulence in 12.
Yeah, that's right, but I think it was worth to try.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, this time we'll try anything. Oh, I see what he says here. He says, as soon as the final version of X-Plane 12 will be released, I will consider if some of the X-Plane 11 version features will still be needed. And one of them is write the metar.rwx file for compatibility with X-Plane 11 example AviTab. Okay, we'll check it, we'll see. Kahoot, good morning. We'll see. Now I've just connected to IBO. Let's see where I'm at. Right, I'm almost at Brussels now. I see you just behind me, Anthony.
If you go and watch my screen in Discord, Nico, you can see the plugin.
Okay, hold on. I see Antonio's busy writing back to me now. Alright, hold on, I need to pop it out because that's too small for me.
No, not me.
Okay, I see it. Okay, cool, thank you.
But we will look into it.
Okay, I'm descending.
I don't want to hide my mouse cursor, then I don't know what I'm doing. And if I leave it for 5 seconds, it hides itself automatically. So it's perfectly in working condition the way I need it. You'll see it's going to disappear just now. There you go, gone. Daniel says I must speak to him later today or tomorrow. It's fine. Right, so no idea what the QNH will be in Explain 12, so there's no point in setting it at this time. Then what we need is minimums and stuff, right?
The NOAA weather says QNH 1010.
Yeah, but the problem is unless that value is in your X-plane, you could be high or low. So, and I don't know if he synced it, already, because I don't understand the plugin. So it could be correct, but I just don't know any better.
I got it. From inside X-plane. From the map. It's QNH 1010.
Thank you so much.
Broken visibility, rain, wind, 189 at 6 knots.
Okay.
Traffic.
There it goes. Robert, they said this week, if I read it correctly, I read some post yesterday, they said during this coming week they plan on releasing it. So I hope they stick to it, I hope they can. And yeah, Tommy, every now and then there's still a bit of flickering, not on my side so much this morning, I haven't seen it, but yesterday it drove me insane.
Yeah. I didn't have any flickering at all when I was climbing. But now on descent from flight level 1.5 and down to 6,000 feet and now some 5,000 feet.
Strange enough, yesterday the same with me. It happened on the descent.
Yeah. It's about entering the clouds from above. I believe. So we'll see. But it's much better now than before, absolutely.
Tommy, no, I don't know that it is possible to dim it, but what I do in little nav map, when I create this little map, I enable the sun shading, because then at night it gives you a totally different perspective. You can see, look, it's not bright, it is dimmed down, because when I made the map this morning it was still kind of dark, you know, it was before sunrise. So that's the only way I can do it. The other way to do it is to click this button, switch it off, just kill it. That's one way. And the other way to do it is, you see your pencil holder, click the pencil holder and the whole thing just goes away, you know, until you click the pencil holder again and then it comes back. So those are all, you know, things you can do to make it less bright. Ouch. Right, so I'm over the ditch, coming up to England now.
Okay, I'm established.
Good luck, Krister.
Thank you, sir. Will do. my, it's a terrible slope.
Below flight level 140, got a lot of flickering.
Yeah, that's when it starts. And it won't end until you're at 3,000 or 4,000 feet. Then it stops.
Okay, thank you, sir.
But if you have a clear day, clear sky, you won't get that much flickering.
Because it needs that moisture in the air. It either needs fog or haze to really trigger it proper. For some reason, it always seems to be associated somewhere with that.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, this one was good. Minus 122. That's okay.
Well done.
Yeah, well done.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Good luck, Keys.
Thank you. Quite a lot of crosswind.
It is, and warning also that the ILS glide scope doesn't match your puppies. So you're coming in very low, just to know, just for information.
Okay,
So
we'll see.
yeah, the ILS is going to put you low on the puppies.
Yes, this airport was specifically built to train people with crosswind landings in the old days. That was the purpose of this airport.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Specifically built for you, Keys.
Yep.
Feel a lot of pressure on my shoulders, guys.
Don't worry, I have ordered some coffee and donuts here at Wayne's coffee shop for you.
Good. Guys, I need to step away for 2 minutes. I'll be back now.
Ready for descent procedure.
I'm back. I had to just go and get some coffee.
Krista, is that default scenery?
Yes, sir, it is. Yeah. Don't you have default scenery?
No, I don't have 12.
Aha, okay, that's why. Okay. I have default scenery and I got a terrible slope when landing. So I had to use all the right way. Looking good.
Yes, Neil, those winds are always fun. It's nice to work for your landing a bit.
Approach top of descent.
Nico,
Yes, sir.
you're not on ACOS.
I am. It says some client. Yeah, it's now. I'm there. I'm there.
Okay.
I'll tell you now where to look for me. Loughborough. Do you know where Loughborough is? Or Siston? Melton, Loughborough.
Loughborough is Loughborough.
Okay, well, there you go. That's where I'm at, according to my map.
So I can't see you on the map. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah, I've got you.
Okay. There we go. Engines spooling down for the descent.
Bell's on a different route to you then.
Scotsman, and you like that kind of weather, so you must go enjoy it. Christer, I don't see actual rain drops on your stream, right? And there's my flickering starting as well now.
No, I don't have any rains.
Hey.
A lot of moist and clouds, but no rain.
I had some rain just before landing.
Okay. Hello, Reggie.
But the wipers didn't clean my windows.
Yeah, I think
there is. Sorry.
No,
there is some broken cumulus down to 2,600 feet and raining down to 1,900 feet.
Okay.
On ground level, there is no rain.
I got a runway inside 500 feet before touchdown.
Thank you so much. That's an interesting cloud lighting and shadow and whatever picture over there. Wow. Looks like we're flying into a negative.
Where exactly are your coffee and donuts, Krista?
In Wayne's coffee shop. Yeah.
Okay, I will go there. I'll be just back, guys.
Just ahead of Uncle John's aircraft gate.
Flight level 100, landing lights switches on.
Just as a matter of interest, Sheffield closed yesterday. Its last flight landed yesterday afternoon.
The pity.
Yep, sad.
Yeah, very last
Approaching
flight yesterday.
transition.
I believe it opened in 2009, so it's had 13 years in existence, and that's it.
And the reason they gave for that? Why did
Not
they close it?
financially viable. They had to hit 2 million passengers a year. They got up to 1.3.
Ah.
Transition level. Ready for approach checklist.
Get another dial.
Hello, Yaku. Yaku, that's a built-in effect from Explain 12. They need to resolve it. We don't have any specific shaders or anything. It's an Explain 12 problem.
Flaps 5
No
set.
mark, no notice. It's on the roadmap. That's all we know. Yeah, no, it's fine. Once we're on the ground, we'll kill the sim, and then we're gonna go load that other weather thing from Antonio and see what it looks like and what it does, and then we don't worry about the flickering anymore. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Yaku, it is like 80% fewer times that it happens during a flight now compared to the beginning when it was first released. At this point in time, strangely enough, in the flights that I've done now where I've seen it again, it's in the descent. So it seems they fixed the ascending bit and the cruising bit, but in the descent it's crazy. Adam, that's Explain 12. It's an Explain 12 problem. I know, that's why I don't look at it. I tend to look away. I just look at what I need to focus and then look away, unfortunately.
1000 to level off.
I feel sorry for the people that have got problems like epilepsy and stuff like that. I mean, I'm pretty sure this is a trigger, so I wouldn't like to be in their shoes flying this thing. There, it stopped, you see. So it's got to do with the angle of the sun. It's got to do with the moisture in the air, your haze, your fog, all those kind of things. And then the shadows revolving around it, you know, so it's a problem. But only laminar can fix that.
Bells to go.
Yes, if you go off real weather and you start fiddling with the manual weather, you can change it. You can limit it or get rid of it completely, yes. The Explain 12 is getting better by the day, by the release, but if you go look at the roadmap, you know, the guys are still having to fix a lot of things, man. But it's getting better, much better, Yaku.
Flaps 15 set.
Thank you, Tommy. And there's my rain. Thanks, Scotsman. One of the things that's totally over-exaggerated is the winds and the gusts and things like that. So, yeah, you just got to live with it until it gets fixed. Ooh, I see myself on Christer on your stream.
Yeah, I'm looking at you.
Yeah.
I'm hoping to learn something.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm going to need a whole new set of friends here on this Discord to teach them something. I think I've taught you guys so much already. You can start teaching me stuff.
I don't know about that. Well, you can aim for my landing rate anyway.
Yeah, I'm not promising.
Capture.
No, I know.
Had zo'n Beinbroek, Captain.
Excuse?
Had zo'n Beinbroek.
Sorry, no, I don't understand that one. I'll have to
It's
think
German for good luck.
Okay.
Highly recommend that video that you put in Zibo Pilots for APU start, etc. Interesting.
30 sets.
It is,
Ready
but
for
it's
landing
again, it's just
checklist.
that airline's SOP, Uncle John. It's not the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. It's just how they do it. So it's
I
really
understand
nice.
that.
Yeah, it's really nice. I don't argue with that.
It's useful for newbies.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Really good.
Cabin crew.
You got a nice crosswind on there,
Ready for
Nico.
landing.
I see. It's
Those clouds are moving fast.
it's a dizzy. We'll do our best, Uncle John. If I end up in the pub, you know where to find me.
Well, don't worry, I've got my clipboard.
Okay.
I'm waiting for you, Nico, at Wayne's coffee shop.
Shop. Man, these clouds mess with your mind, eh?
Taxi lights on. 500. Clear to land runway
Terrain.
14.
Terrain. Full up. Terrain. Terrain.
The yellow thing in your screen, that's where we are.
Yeah. I bet.
Yeah, follow the yellow dots.
400.
Right, so I've got control. There goes auto throttle as well.
300. Approaching
It's
decision
lively. It's really lively.
Flight slow.
200. Center mark.
It is. It is.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Now that was a bit harder than your side. Oh, and for some reason my auto brake kicked out. Oh, guess what's happening?
Positive rate.
I didn't go into reverse thrust.
I go.
Go round.
Yes.
Yeah.
Go round.
No worries.
Yeah, Flight Simmer X. Now we're cowboy style now.
Flaps 15 set.
Because you haven't picked too many tips up from Sasso.
Bank angle.
I was the one who taught him, Uncle John. You must remember that.
Bank angle. Bank
He's a right
angle.
cowboy, he is.
Taxi lights on.
Tommy, I don't think I pulled my thrust levers far enough. It didn't go into reverse thrust. So instead of slowing down, I noticed that my auto brake disengaged. And then I noticed that I was increasing and I was going at full thrust forward.
Terrain. 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 Terrain.
Your coffee's getting cold, Nico.
I know, sir. I know.
It can always go in the micro.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, microwave. Flight Simmer X, no, I think in the excitement to land, I didn't pull the levers far enough, that's all. I just didn't go into the full down position to get the actual heated detent where you go into,
Flight slow.
where you actually go into
Taxi
reverses.
500.
Terrain. Terrain. Pull up. Terrain. Terrain. Pull up.
Your landing speed was very stable.
Terrain. Pull up.
Yeah, I didn't do a bad job, but now I'm doing a bad job. If it doesn't work now, I'll do a proper go around. But anyway, yeah, operator error is a thing.
Pull up. Terrain. Terrain.
400.
Pull
300. 200.
Terrain. Pull up. Pull up.
Flaps 30 set.
Pull up.
Ready for landing
I
check.
hope
You're
what
very
I,
close to the airport.
yeah, I know, and I hope what I think is the runway is the runway.
Flight slow.
Otherwise, we've got a problem. Then we're really gonna have to try again. Oh no, there it is.
Oh,
I
you're
was
right on. You're right on
300.
it.
Flight slow. Flight slow.
There we go. A little bit.
200. Minimums.
10 mile finals.
100.
Think
Okay.
rate. Think rate.
50.
Think
40.
rate.
30. 20. 10.
Reverse unlocked.
There we go. There's your reversers. Now full reverse. Okay, that was a softer landing anyway.
60 knots. Yeah. Great landing. You
Right,
are
I'll be off the
professional.
runway shortly, Anthony. After landing procedure. Yeah, Tommy. Sure.
Well, Tommy, it's all about practice, practice, practice.
Yep.
It is. You know, now I've been practicing a lot in Dublin since the new runway opened. So I go into 28 right and then go around and turn, make a tight turn and land on
Flaps up
10
and set.
right. No more than 4 miles out.
After landing procedure.
It's a good practice.
After landing procedure. No, it is, Christer, it is.
After landing
Yeah, so
procedure.
just keep in mind to keep the flaps at 5, between 5 and 15 all the time.
Right. Chris, you missed the landing, I'm sure. You'll have to watch the replay. Ah, look at that.
After
Tommy.
landing procedure complete.
Tommy, you're not 77 years old. You're 77 years young.
No, Tommy, you're 25 like me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been 25 for 27 years.
Yeah. Listen, Anthony, sorry, I forgot to tell you, runway is vacated. You're cleared to land. Can come.
Copy that. 3 miles up.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just thinking out loud. You're not the only older gentleman here. There are quite a few in their 70s and I believe some in their 80s here as well. I'm glad we had this opportunity in our lifetime to actually intermingle like this, you know, that we had the common ground, that we could get together and share this passion.
Yeah, it's kind of rare.
Yeah. I'm glad it worked for us. Chris, no, I still use X-Plane 11 as well. We still have to test the Zibo in it. We still have things to do and places to go with it. It's not bad at all, no.
Come on, Anthony.
Good luck, sir.
Right in front of me. And Anthony's on the ground. There we go.
Beautiful. Very nice.
Welcome, Anthony.
Thank you.
Right, brake set, shutdown procedure. See, Mark, yeah.
Shutdown procedure.
I think if we take a poll to see the average age of everybody here, you're going to be surprised. You're going to be really surprised. We don't have that many youngsters. Yeah, Chris, no, Explain 11 needs to run its course still. Lots of things need to happen still with that one. Right. Tommy, thanks for watching. You have a good day yourself. We'll talk later.
Ready for shutdown procedure.
Cancel your speed brake set.
Shutdown procedure complete.
Thank you.
Ready for shutdown checklist.
This was the first airport I did a stream from in Explain 12.
Wow. Thank you for that.
Yeah, thank you guys for flying with. This was nice having you and enjoying the time with you guys. I do apologize again for our electrical utility company and their silliness. Don't know what happened there, but 3 seconds was all it took to kill my previous stream. I'm just glad some of you came back and that you still enjoyed it with us, and hopefully next time it won't happen again, hopefully. Right, now, I need to do something, Anthony. Once you've parked, I want to quickly see about this weather thing. Kies, have you still got 5 minutes?
And even more than 5 minutes.
All right. Okay. So I've downloaded a couple of things. I'm not sure if I actually got everything. We're going to double check everything just now. I don't know if I downloaded the Python. I don't think so. All right. We'll check everything. We'll look at the requirements and all. Then I just want to start it up and see what it exactly does. What's the benefit of it? While we're waiting, yes, in 1 or 2 sentences, what's the big benefit of having this little plugin?
Who?
You. What's the benefit? No, this plugin from Antonio. What's the big benefit of that thing?
At least I don't know exactly what the benefits are, but at least I don't have to, in my opinion, to worry about the weather thing anymore.
Okay, all right. So let's have a look, because that is obviously why we want to look at it. We don't want to worry about this weather anymore. See, so if we can get a tool in the sim that takes care of the weather problem as we see it and have it right now, that will be really cool.
Do you have the Explain NOAA Weather Alpha 3?
Yes, that's the one I downloaded. Mark, I'm going to show you guys everything just now. Give me a second, and just take note. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm flying by the seat of my pants here. Kies is going to help me. Antonio said I can contact him directly later, you know, so if we don't figure it out and can't get it working, we'll do it later. But I want to see what it is and what it does and what not, and if there's any benefit, then you guys can obviously, you know, join the fun. So let's see. Right, I've taken my screenshot. Are you guys happy that I disconnect Aveo?
Yep. Okay, then so will I.
Just want to file my flight with the VA quickly as well. Right, so before we go anywhere, let me show you. All right, this is his page. Okay, I'm going to put the link into the stream for you guys. If you guys want to have a look yourself as well. Ooh, where's my stream?
You're not streaming, Nico.
What do you mean I'm not streaming? Of course I'm streaming. I'm on YouTube.
Hold on. Hold on. Are you staying on there?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, now I understand what you mean. Sorry, my bad. Okay, so that's the link. It will take you to this page. Now, what I understand is you need that thing. Let's go back, see? So it's P. Buckner's XP Python 3 plugin, all right? Okay, let's open it in a new window so we don't lose things. Where's the download button? Do we need Python 3.10 or 3.11? Because it says 3.10.
I will try and find out. Just a moment.
Okay. P. Buckner's plugin, but that's not P. Buckner's plugin. That's the actual Python. Where is this guy's plugin?
His headshot full tanks.
I presume it's that one. So if you read from the top, we need 3.10. So that's 3.10.
You're probably right.
No, I don't know. I have no idea. Hold on. Let me send Antonio a notice because this is confusing. He really should make a link directly to the download, because sending you to a page and then asking people, especially computer illiterate people, to go and figure out what he means is, I don't know, man. It's weird.
I agree.
Yeah, it took me a while to figure it out.
Yeah, but that's not how one writes a manual, Antonio. I'm just being cocky because we know each other. Guys, don't think I'm nasty. $310. There's a 310.8. I'm going to take 310.8. I'm just going to do what this thing says. Let's close explain in the background anyway while we're busy. There's a Windows installer 64-bit. Okay. So according to me, we've done that step. We are there. We've done that. Okay, download the XP Python zip file. Okay, so we're going to do that. All right. Now it says we need to extract that zip file into resources plugins. Right, so there's XP Python 3. Right, so I think we've managed that requirement. So 1 and 2 is done. Okay, extracted. That's number 3. Then placed in experience. We'll create resources. Okay. Right, okay, but now we need to get Python installed. So there's Python. Let's just scroll up. It says we need to add Python to the path. That's very important, I know. If my antivirus doesn't block it, it should go through. Guys, I hope I don't have to restart my system, because then it'll be a problem, because then I can't continue in this stream. Then we'll have to make a new stream, and it's kind of silly. So we'll just see.
No, Nico, it's 64-bit. So you shouldn't have to.
All right. Cool. Okay, so that's in. We've got that. We've got the plugin. Right, now, where's Antonio's bit? 3.6. Okay, that's it. That we've got. That we've got. Where is Antonio? Oh, code. Download zip. All right, explain now weather. And I presume, oh, hang on. We need to read. Yes. Installation. Copy the zip file contents to your explain resources plugins Python plugin folder. All right, but now we need to start explain to get the Python folder, because that doesn't exist yet. Let's quickly go and start explain.
That's what it says. On first run of the plugin, it will automatically download a set of plugins into your resource plugin Python plugins sample folders.
Yeah, so we're going to have to look for the Python. There's plugin admin. It's the only P. So once it starts, it should create that new folder for us where Antonio's little thingy needs to go in. Okay, it's not there yet. There's something happening. There we go. There it's created Python plugins for us. Successfully installed. Quit. The unknown. Right, so there's Python plugins, and according to his instructions, it says it needs to go Python plugins. All right, so what I read there is you need to go into your zip file. That's the zip file in testance. Then you have to take that out and copy it there. That's it. You extract it in there. Because now you have exactly resources plugins. That's your Python plugins. The NOAA weather and the PY file is right there. One way to test it. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Do you change your weather settings in Explain to take it off real weather, or do you just leave it? What do you do?
No, I left it on real weather.
Okay. Mark, if you watch the beginning of the stream, I answered that question, but while you are here, let me explain. That was a glitch in the Zibo mod F mod, the sound pack, and in the stream, I actually introduced the fix. So when Zibo releases the next fix publicly, you will have it as well. Mine does not do it anymore. It's been removed. It's been fixed. So just bear with us a little while until Zibo releases the next version. Then you won't hear all that racket because it sounds like your electrical bus switching, and it's talking about number 1 Southwest and 2500. It's got a couple of call outs it sometimes make. It's crazy. That's just a glitch. By the way, Uncle John. Oh, he's muted himself.
Yes, sir.
I just wanted to tell you, I won 10 rand in the lotto last night.
Pushback failure.
Don't rub
Aircraft
it in.
gears do not have any steerable gears.
$10.
Don't rub it in.
Right, so there's Python. I don't think we need to do anything with that. There's XP NOAA weather configuration. Okay, now I need to sit closer because my glasses can't see that far. All right, so we have to enable the plugin. I take it for granted. Then we have to use the METAR source. We can use NOAA, IVAO, or VATSIM. Okay, at this stage, the plugin writes the METAR file and monitors XP12 weather. Okay, but there is no slider or anything that we can do. It basically just, so actually what this thing does, according to what I understand at this point in time, is it reads the weather and it gives you the weather file that we had originally in Explain 11. There we go. So it created that file, metar.wrx, which means that if we go to the AVI tab, airports, okay, it still doesn't give us the weather information. There, no, there, yeah, there we go. So in AVI tab, now you can see your weather. The question now is, oh, for Pete's sake, 9:50 Zulu. Okay, so this is later weather. The question now is, are we on the same weather in Explain? Where the heck am I? Oh. Oh man, give me the airport.
When you get a query from the plugin itself, the NOAA plugin itself,
I
it
saw it.
says the same.
Yeah. So you can go here. And this one, I used to have it on a shortcut. So if I quickly wanted the weather, I just, toggled my shortcut. I think it was Control W or something like that. It would pop up, and then I can quickly check the weather. All right, so that is interesting. That is interesting because, like I said at the beginning of the stream, the weather in Explain was 2 hours old. So this thing seems to fix that. Yes, help. Am I judging it correctly, or am I taking a fat chance?
Oh, I'm thinking the same.
So this actually fixes the Explain 12 weather to make it current. And it gives us the added ability to now see it over here, which means that if we go to the Zibo, we should be able to see the weather in the FMC as well now. Oh, I forgot the tick in the box. It's probably going to try start with engines running again. I'll just switch it off. Because, I mean, just these two things, making it current weather and giving us a meter. I mean, that's like leaps and bounds ahead of what anybody else has ever done in this Explain 12, including Laminar.
Ready for before taxi procedure.
Yeah, you see, I forgot that tick in the box. I'll quickly put it on ground power, then we're going to go check the weather in the FMC. That's the aim. GPU. Yeah, there you go. Hello, Dracula. All right, okay. Antonio, you're a star. Let me just tell him quickly. Me just. All right, okay. Okay, so that is one major coup d'etat. Oh, there you go.
And I just a quick question, Nico.
Go.
Where your mouse pointer is now, it says QNH 1009. I have the altimeter 29A2 in there.
Okay. You have to go to, I think it's flight configuration weather. Manual weather. And as far as I know, somewhere in here you have to set it between there. Altimeter settings, you have to set it here, HPA or inches.
Oh, yes. Okay, thank you.
No worries. Hey, Antonio. There we go. There's the man himself. Antonio, we've been angry at you and we've used your name in vain, but at the end of the day, you came through. And I'm very impressed. I'm saying it in public. I'm really impressed. Thank you so much for this little tool. The only question I have left, which is an assumption that you need to just say yay or nay to us, is we can see it's like it's brought the 2-hour difference between explain weather, the real world weather, and the current weather to zero. It's now this, it's basically filled that gap, or it's giving us, your little tool here is giving us the actual weather as it should. So does that mean it overwrites the explain weather, or does it just ignore the explain weather? How exactly does this work, Antonio? Because I mean, what you are doing here is exactly what we want. I just need to understand it a little better, if you don't mind. You can type in Discord if it's easier, I don't know, but I mean, what we see here is exactly what we wanted, and it's amazing. There we go. It's now current weather. But does that mean the depiction outside is related to this, or are you just blanketing the actual stuff that happens in Explain behind the scenes? I just want to have a little bit more understanding of what's happening here.
Can't you invite him to Discord, Nico?
No, he's here, Uncle John. He must just... He's not home. He's on his phone. So that's the reason probably why he's not talking to us here.
Actually, Nico, I managed to join in this.
Okay, hold on. Let me just... Okay, go for it. Talk to us. Tell us the story of the plugin, what it does, what it doesn't do, all these things, because I'm excited as anything now.
Yeah, so I just get a project that was already there, made from other people, and I updated it to the latest Python version. In Explain 11, it does a lot of things. Basically, he injects all the weather informations in the simulator. And in XP12, we don't have the API yet, so it just monitors what Explain is doing, apart from returning the file that is needed from ADTab to get the meter. Mm-hmm. So at the moment in XP12, it's just monitoring. It gives to you the meter that it's expected to have in a certain airport at the time, that is get from the online servers, and then the meter that Explain is using to display the weather, that it's different. Every time is different. It's quite old. It's 2 to 3 hours old.
I see. Can I just show the guys here? So on screen, this is the actual meters that we have in X-Plane. All right, I just want to quickly go find EGNM. Okay, so the METAR at EGNM is from 0920. All right, so it's old. Our current METAR that we see here is now from 0950 Zulu, so it's newer. So what I can see is that the QNH is the same in the map of X-Plane, and the QNH is then the same in the NOAA plugin add-on thing that you made. Okay. If we fly online and the ATC tells us QNH is 1010, will it correspond to what is now in X-Plane, or will it still be different?
Yeah, it will be different.
It will be different.
Yeah.
Okay.
So at the moment, there's no way to inject the newer informations apart from probably writing them in that file. But then I don't know what happens. It could break.
Yes, it could.
Yeah.
It could.
I think it's better to wait for the API
Yes.
to be.
Okay. So what you're saying is you are giving us the correct current METAR. Okay. There is a 50-50 chance that it will correspond. Let's talk about QNH. That it will correspond to what is in X-Plane, depending on when X-Plane last did its weather update, because it runs totally independently.
Yeah, correct.
Okay. All right.
If you open the plugin window in X-Plane, then you will see that you have all the information, the correct one and the X-Plane ones.
Let's have a look see. All right, so reading from the top, that's NOAA weather over there, and that's XP real weather METAR. Okay, so there's the actual real world one, and there's the one that X-Plane sees inside. Okay, so the quick answer to get the correct QNH in your sim would be to open this window and to read the one that X-Plane 12 gives us.
Exactly.
That is the current one in the world called X-Plane where we operate in. Okay, all right. But in reality, that would be the correct one, the real one. Okay, that's as easy as it can get. Wow. Thank you, Antonio. This is amazing, man. Thank you so much.
No problem. I could also, one thing that I could do is to use the X-Plane informations to write the AVTab file, but I don't know if it's what we want or not.
You know what? An ordinary flight simmer will probably say to you, yes, give it to me, because they read it and they read it as gospel. You know, they see that's what it's supposed to be, and they might not understand that there is a discrepancy between real world and X-Plane 12. You understand? So it's a trap, because you're going to have a short-term victory, but you'll have to undo it when it's fixed at the end of the day.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying?
Correct. And it's also a lot of job, a lot of work. So I mean, probably it's better to wait the end of this early version and to see what happens when they release the final one.
Mark, still it's the same principle. No, it won't, because the X-Plane 12 weather, this is your X-Plane 12, it lies in output real weather. If you go in there and you check the actual X-Plane 12 METAR, which is this one at the bottom, see there, it's different. In the X-Plane world, you guys need to understand, we're living in a virtual world called X-Plane. It's got nothing to do with real weather. It's got nothing to do with the real world. You can't go to a website and thumbsuck something or read it off there. That's why you can't check Flight Radar 24 for runways, why you can't do anything externally, because while you are in the sim, you live in the world called X-Plane, and therefore only the weather that's relevant in that world is relevant. You see, so you just need to understand that real world, what happens outside has got nothing to do with internal. So you are still going to have to use the QNH inside of Explain 12, because that QNH will determine how the Zibo mod, specifically, we're talking now Zibo mod, I don't know how the other aircraft manufacturers handle it, but in the Zibo mod, it determines your glide path based on your QNH, or that's one of the parameters at least, okay? And if you don't have the correct QNH in the Zibo mod that corresponds to the world of X-plane that you live in, you're either going to be high or low, and you're not going to reach your runway, or you're going to crash just in front of it, or fly over it, or something. You know what I'm saying? So it's very important to understand the technicality between the weather in X-plane and the weather outside of X-plane. And this is great that, Antonio, that you put both of them in here, because now we can see the difference. So this little window will be more beneficial later on in our lives, but this window is of the utmost importance, because you need to see this. You need to see the actual METAR in X-plane. That will determine your glide path and VNAV path. Antonio?
It can be useful also to report bugs to laminar, probably. Just having that window open, you can immediately let them see the difference between the expected weather and what actually you have in X-plane. Yeah, on the bottom there are all the GFS informations that X-plane is downloading. So these are the information that X-plane has, and not always they are displayed in X-plane. So I'm reporting a lot of bugs to laminar at the moment using this window.
That's excellent, Antonio. That is excellent. Well, I'm happy. I'm going to use this window a lot. The guys will see it a lot on the streams, because, I mean, you need to know. It's easier to come and read the actual METAR than it is to come and to go to the map and go find the airport, you know?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, but Mr. Antonio, I have a question. The latest install version of Python is 3.11, but I noticed that doesn't work.
Yeah, it's the XP Python 3 plugin. I think it's updated to 3.10, and so he said he is releasing the 3.11 version, but probably it's not out at the moment.
Yeah, it is out. It is out.
Okay, but then all you need to do is you need to match the different versions. Then if you're using Python 3.11, you need to have the plugin 3.11. You see, that's all.
There is no plugin 3.11.
Okay, but
so
that's
I
the
had
problem.
to uninstall 3.11 and reinstall 3.10. Yeah.
And this is what Antonio said, Christer, is that probably it's not released yet. The plugin for Python 3.11 is not released yet.
No, correct.
Yes.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay, tell me something. Apart from the little widget, I just want to try something just for my own curiosity now, METAR query. If we go now, let's just go FAOR and look at this weather. There's no way to change or to preempt or to see ahead of time what the METAR at your destination is, because now that we are at the weather station, it obviously gives us the correct weather. But is there any way to tell us the actual X-plane weather? Let's say we're now flying to Dublin. We're obviously an hour's flight away from Dublin, or 45 minutes flight away. How do we know what the QNH at Dublin is when there's a discrepancy? I mean, is there any way to query the X-plane 12 ahead of time?
Yeah, that's a good point, Nico. If I have some time, I will add those lines to that METAR query window.
Please. Even if we can just get a little window in here where we can type the destination ICAO code.
Yeah, that's a very good point, Nico.
Please. Yeah, that'll be very helpful.
And if I manage, I will add the possibility to use X-plane meter for AVTAB file. So
Yeah.
people can choose if using the NOAA, the actual meter,
Yeah.
or the one that X-plane is using.
Yeah, look, yeah, that'll be cool. If we can have an option, you can just click a button and it will change the option for you. Okay, but this is one heck of a jump from where we started the stream from, man. This is amazing. Amazing. Yeah, okay, guys, I've said so much. I don't know if anybody else wants to ask something or say something, but I'm done.
Only to say thank you.
Yeah, thank you,
Yeah.
Nico, both,
Thank you.
Antonio.
You're welcome.
Yeah,
Antonio, great job. Thank you.
Okay.
Nice
you're
job.
welcome, guys.
Dracula, there are two reasons why X-Plane 12 would crash with the Zibo mod. The first thing is in the EFB, you need to disable save auto flight. That save the flight situation, you know, when you fly and every 5 minutes it automatically save a flight situation, that thing needs to be off. Okay, and then if you have the latest NVIDIA driver, you need to start with the Cessna 172 before you start the Zibo mod. Otherwise, you run the risk of it crashing. A handful of people have that problem. Not everybody has it. I don't have it. I mean, mine one just works. Zibo's one just works. It's very difficult to troubleshoot it because we just don't have the problem. It's definitely not Zibo code related. It's got something to do with that update. And the Zibo mod is now the catalyst that triggers the crash and nonsense. So the only workaround is start with the Cessna 172 first or roll back your VGA driver. Okay, so it's either the setting in the EFB or the VGA driver, and those are the ways to fix it. Great. Thank you, everybody, for listening and watching and sharing with us. May you guys be blessed for the rest of the day. I've got things to do. We'll talk later if everything goes well. Otherwise, tomorrow morning, same time.
Thank you, Nico.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Dankjewel, Nico.
Bless you.